All right, fueling the hard drives. We're just talking about Floof, probably the most ridiculous D&D monster that was ever created. That and Tojanitas. All right, let's get this show on the road. Greetings and welcome to Jajic and I presents the Grimstone Chronicles episode 13. I am your host, but not your DM, as this is a co-op DM campaign. I'm going to unmute the mics of the DM and the dad that's still parenting. How is everyone doing on this fine... What day is today? Saturday?
I don't know, man.
I don't know. I don't know what month it is. I don't know what day it is. It's awesome. It's like May already? Weird. I've been socially distancing since February 28th. That's the last time I left my apartment for something fun.
The dog parks are open, so the dogs went to chase around other dogs, and stores are open. So just went to some stores because they're open. Bought some useless crap. Amazon
store.
The specific on Netflix, there is a Justice League dark animated movie. It is phenomenal. I enjoyed it so thoroughly. Jessica's like, "Why are you so serious?" It's like, I'm having fun. It's the magic. It's like the Doctor Strange equivalent in the DC universe. It's those characters. So it's like John Constantine and Zatanna and those folks. And it's got like Merlin and demons and spells. Is pretty well done.
What's it called?
It's Justice League Dark.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. It's and horror monsters, and I think it's rated 14 plus. It might be rated 18. It's pretty violent. I know. It's a high recommend. For 90 minutes of your time.
I'll make a note.
It's
not often that we get this outstanding recommendation from Adam.
I have found more media in the last 2 weeks where I'm like, this is good. I'm watching it going, I'm having fun. No, I don't want to. I'm just going to sit here and watch this. It's pretty rare. So I enjoyed it quite a bit. Although I am familiar with some of the characters. They do intro the more obscure ones rather well. So.
Yeah, I've seen this before.
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know. It's like the early part of COVID social distancing. I went through a bunch of good stuff. In the last week or so, I've been having a really hard time finding something that I've considered good after watching it. It's like I rarely do this. Halfway through a movie, go, nah, and just fast forward through the thing, stop at the end, yeah, it's stupid, and yank it out of my machine. Like, I've been doing that more lately. I used to sit through everything. Now it's like, no, this movie is actually insulting me right now.
Legitimately, this one, it was, like, the plan was to watch it for 30 minutes,
yep,
and then go do something else, and then it became, no, I'm sitting here, I'm sitting and watching this, because I am entertained. This is entertaining me. I am entertained. Good job, DC. You're entertaining me. Your cartoon. Your guys.
I was surprisingly entertained by Constantine City of Demons. That's one where it's like I could definitely see myself turning this into a D&D thread.
So that Constantine, it's the same character. It's the DC character, so it is that character, but it's not. It's not based on Keanu. This one is like the more traditional, like Irish John Constantine.
Yeah. Yep.
It's done really well.
He had a bit of a darker origin story in that one as well.
Yeah.
Like he actually became a demon hunter because he fiddled with summoning demons and it went horribly wrong. Spoiler alert, but I guess
this doesn't go through Constantine's background. It goes through the background of the characters. It assumes you already know who Constantine is.
Yeah.
As in, it's being deliberate, and there's some writing that's not the best. One of the writers, whoever was responsible for playful banter between the male and female characters, they're supposed to be playfully bantering. Either the voice recording booth guy didn't tell the actors how to do their thing, or the timing was off, but overall visuals, spells, superheroes flying around, shit exploding. I don't know, it's fun.
My sleep schedule's all screwed up. I have caffeine. I will eventually wake up, but I had a nap right before a game, and it feels like I'm still napping. So just I will.
Bear with you.
I will power through.
No, zombie
Like, oh, I'm fucking tired.
Don't worry, Marty. Remember how last session I spent a DM point to make some bullshit occur? And
Yeah.
then Mark said, Adam, finish up this adventure. I've already preemptively spent a DM point. You might as well spend another one of mine, because there'd be bullshit in them thar hills.
Oh, are we spending one of yours right off the bat?
just say I spent one.
Okay. All right. So I'll spend mine when we start, because I'm going to ask a question, and then I'm going to spend a DM point to give the answer. So if we're done with the how'd you do, Ahmed, you doing okay?
Yeah, pretty good. Nothing special.
Okay.
Start the game, please.
Game 12 was Here There Be Taint. After the train heist, the party makes their way back to the Whole Hobbit restaurant. Dee Dee and Dugganschmirf make a deal with Lightfoot to keep the clockwork golem torso. You're welcome, Cog. Agony, while shopping, notices that there was a run on cold iron weapons in local shops. There were none to be had. Cog and Sunny spend time learning spells and formulae. Dugganschmirf kicks back, enjoying his time as leader of the Steel Rose Watch. Dangerous mist creatures wander into the Steel Rose Mill from the sewers below. We really need to cog up that hole.
Yeah.
Dugan and Capra are summoned by Mulberry Nighthorn, who gives them the task of protecting a fey woman in a cottage in the hills outside of town. Of the city. The party gathers their number and sets out into the hills. In the wilderness, the party tests their mettle against a duo of behemoth terrors. And I think this is where we, upon our hill of victory, we finish slaughtering the zombies. And I have the question of, what kind of giants were these things in life? And I'm going to spend a DM point to answer that question. For whatever reason, Marty would like them to be cloud giants.
Okay, they are cloud giants.
Yep. And that's a weird spend, I know, but Marty might be looking into the future, blah, blah,
That
blah.
won't change their stat.
Yeah, that's fine. Now, whether or not these characters know it, I think we ended game with us roasting and kind of like picking off these zombies as they one by one clawed their way out of the entangled area. And I think at this point we're going to take a moment to heal our wounds and sift through recover our masterwork javelins and any errant arrows that missed. I think there was the giants were wearing some armor. Mark had described it as a huge breastplate and some broken, huge greatswords that they were carrying. We're going to take that stuff and jam it all into the back of our wagon because the hugeness makes them actually worth quite a bit for scrap. So, and I think repairing the giant greatswords to then sell them is a neat job for Slake. So,
okay,
BP right there.
Yep, basically the Vecchia, or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, we're going to spend some time healing. I'm going to tick off some channels, all the hurt people, put them in a pile.
I'm not hurt.
Slake with his 1 con damage will heal overnight.
Let's see who else is hurt.
Your wrist is bleeding, Slake.
Yeah. It'll be alright, I guess.
Magic can heal your wound.
Slake just he's a little bit tired.
We're good. It's the 3-round cast, so if at any point he tells me, threatens me,
This is Sunny.
Sunny, yeah.
Slake's more curious as to what Sunny's gonna do. He doesn't like it, but he also doesn't like the con damage.
It's
And right now he does not have any class abilities that say he cannot use magic. So he's gonna make this exception one time because he's really badly injured.
So Sunny is going to. It's a natural spell. Don't worry. It's not from a wizard's book.
He's watching you.
Okay. We start sort of like hoorah, and then it's 3 rounds, so there's lots of hoorahing. And then he gets his con back. The Lesser Restoration gets cast on him. D4 is at least 1.
Yep. Let me see if he's got any spellcraft. I can't tell the difference.
You should feel more invigorated. Does he have hit point damage?
Nope.
You appear to. Your pallor appears to be better, but perhaps it didn't take. Looks like it took.
He just once the casters have dismissed the giant entangles.
Entangle, yeah.
He's just gonna spend time recovering his javelins galore.
Those are going to leave a bit of a mess, aren't they?
What kind of giants were they?
Big ones.
Yeah. It's kind of strange that they're so close to the city. Don't they patrol out here?
I don't know.
Well, that's corruption for you. You pay your taxes, and then they don't patrol the city for giants.
Well, I suppose what I should do is take a piece. He's going to go try to find their biggest tooth. Kaffer's going to try to take trophies from the giants.
Nice.
25 knowledge nature. 25, not 27.
Dee Dee can aid you for 27. If she doesn't roll one.
Sunny auto aids.
Hey. No, Nemi, you're not. That is Dee Dee. She's awesome. Good to see you, bud.
What kind of giants are they?
Who was leading this? Cog?
Cog, yep.
Yeah.
Cog? They are cloud giants?
They seem to be cloud giants.
Cloud
You can tell
giants.
from their brow and the
Really?
slight look in the teeth. You can tell from the teeth, and well, not these ones, but generally.
They really smell bad, but maybe they fell down from the clouds.
Not exactly how it works, but yes, these are cloud giants. I'm certain of it.
Perhaps they did. They are rather old.
All right.
Well,
I think I need to fix the giant welt on Amadeus and the giant welt on Agony. Dee Dee's gonna flutter
they're
over.
just sitting over there patiently.
Yeah.
Boo-boo.
That's really swelling. Hold on a second.
And she's gonna use her channels. She'll use 3 channel positives for 13. That's nice. And then we'll just leave Mark's character injured. I mean, we'll continue.
Brenda.
I do have some healing that I can provide.
So I have a successful cloud giant zombie trophy part and a crap cloud
Nice.
zombie part.
Yeah, Slake's climbing all over them. He doesn't really. I think he's immune to the sickness or whatever. So he's just cutting off their armor and not worrying about the scraps and taking their giant breastplate off.
Huh. They do look rather old. Perhaps they were mummified or something.
3 charges from a wand, and that will heal up Amadeus. Dee Dee turns
Minstrel,
invisible.
is everything all right down there?
Looking up from the grass it was chewing.
Good.
I wonder where these things came from, says Agony.
Well, they wouldn't be too hard to track now, would they? Would they?
No. That way.
Should be pretty easy.
Broken trees.
Yeah. If they fell down from the clouds, I'd like to know why they fell down from the clouds. Maybe something summoned them from the clouds.
Agony is just rubbing his temples.
What if there's more of them?
If they fell down from the clouds, I don't think I'll be able to track them. Unless they left like a big imprint when they landed.
Yeah, that's a good thought there, Cog. I don't have another entangle prepared. No, I do have my entangle. We've got my entangle. How many entangles did you ask for nature, Sonny, from nature? Entangles?
I prepared a single tangle spell, and then I used the magical stone to have another one cast this day.
Oh, you used your pearl.
Yes.
She giggles.
I do have a web spell. It would be quite effective at slowing them down, although it would make it more difficult to
I
track them back.
still have a grease, so entangle, grease, and web. Will that do, Cog?
Yes, that should do.
As long as if we do encounter one, we should move to a terrain with vegetation, says Agony.
Yes, we should pick our location. The battle. We should pick the location of the battle, otherwise we would be lost.
Entangle doesn't work if there's no vegetation.
Indeed. Alright.
Dee
Shall we
Dee
then?
will burn a charge just to get rid of that last hit point on Agony. Or last damage on him. I think we're gonna
Try to backtrack the giants.
Yeah, we're gonna follow where the giants came from.
All right. Let's get a.
Were they just standing there when we showed up?
They were eating bears.
Bears.
There were bear carcasses, and I remember it being described as 2. So
They were eating bears, plural.
yep. Agony says, "Mistress seems quite intelligent. Is she smart enough to guard the wagon?"
Of course. Mistra, guard the wagon.
Cow starts circling the wagon. Nice.
And then he nods. Are we walking?
Kev's gonna be out. Not Desaad. I don't know where the other icon is. Not icon.
Token?
I can't.
I'll get him from Token, thank you. I'll get it from the conversations.
Yeah, there's a bunch of. But Kev's
I
not there.
didn't
Oh,
see
there we go.
conversation over there. Yeah, I'll get him. Copy. Paste you.
Pastorino.
There we go.
All right. You saw the expansion to the rules of individuals. Like you gain little powers, Ahmed.
Yeah, you. I heard that. I didn't get a chance to look at the.
Kev, you gain temporary hit points equal to your level
Oh, nice.
because he's tough.
Okay, so yeah, I'll find it. That's awesome.
Alright, it's the party.
Dee Dee's gonna fly up and ahead, and
Okay.
whoever is tracking, she'll kind of like guard for them, like keep an eye out for the person in front.
Capra will aid in tracking. He could also lead it, but there are better trackers than him.
You know who I think is the weirdly best in this group is Sunny.
Sunny.
Sunny might be the
Sunny's
tracker.
first 12.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go, Druid, go.
they came from this direction.
Amadeus can auto aid. He's got plus 12 as well.
I have a plus 10 from Cog.
Okay. This lake is slow moving, and Capra. So it looks like there's a group that is just basically making sure that we stay on the trail, while others are straggling behind.
27. Yeah, Sonny is. Every once in a while, he's like stopping at a tree that looks like it has nothing to do with anything. He's inspecting, and then he turns and goes along the right path. Distracted by a mushroom or a piece of fungus or just a pattern. All right, you're backtracking these beasts. It is relatively easy going. You travel a good 2 kilometers through the forest down the hillside. You make your way to a.
What are kilometers? D&D's Imperial. I'm sorry.
1.2 miles.
Got it. What are these kilometers?
Kilometers. All right, there is, and I'm going to.
You take your 1 meter step. What the fuck is that? I don't understand.
Put the 1 meter square.
Yep.
A 1 meter square probably makes more sense than the 5 foot, but I don't care. Give me a second. There is a small stream.
Right, it's only drugs that are measured in kilos. Only drugs. We're only dealing in fathoms and tons, Adam.
Fathoms and tons.
How many stones does it weigh?
Was this UK? All right. To the west there, the party has made their way to a stream that they are in the midst of attempting to cross. Let's roll a D. Ahmed, roll a D4. 4 is good for you. 1 is it's less like a good position.
Yeah, Dee Dee flew around and then she fluttered down near the brook. Is it a nice clean brook or is it all polluted?
No, it's a relatively clean brook.
Okay, she's singing some nonsense song about babbling brooks that says babble a lot.
Okay, babble babble. It is still bright. It's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. What order are you crossing the stream?
Don't cross streams.
We don't cross streams.
Okay, so then the trail goes across the stream.
All right, this is not Ghostbusters. So, like, how deep is this thing?
It's about 18 inches, 2 feet deep. Like you can walk through it. It is moving, so there's a chance you could get like swooshed away or knocked prone.
I think Amadeus will go first. A, he's Mark's character on Mark's Adventure. B, he's got a good physicals.
Okay.
C, he's lawful good, so he might just volunteer.
Okay.
You want an acrobatics or
it's an acrobatics, a fly, or a swim?
Can we take 10?
Yes, if your bonus is yes.
21 as he swims across.
Okay, he swims across the 18-inch deep water. He plants his feet firmly.
Or he's just used to water, so he plants his feet and understands what to expect, kind of thing. All right.
Okay.
On the other side, he will
Ahmed,
position himself to aid people as they get across.
Okay, Ahmed, roll a D3.
2.
Okay. Who goes next?
I think Agony is going to go next.
Okay.
His acrobatics is... He put a rank in swim after swimming around in the sewers and leveling up. There's no way he'll ever wander into water again. He's going to jump. He gets a 21 on his jump check.
Okay. He's good. Who's next?
Now we've got Amadeus and Agony helping whoever's coming across. I don't know. Capra, you want to come?
Okay. Capra is going to take 10. He does all the physicals. He gets across no problem.
Yep. Dee Dee's like,
maybe we should use your bow to cover while everyone gets there. Sleek might be a problem.
That's a good idea.
Snake can just walk through it.
Dee Dee's gonna stop the babble song and then start climbing for a very high height to have a look around to see what's going on.
The water is flowing southward.
Okay.
Who's next?
Cog will jump along.
Okay, Cog. When you're in the middle of the water,
Jump.
shadows appear on the edge of the on the horizon.
Where's the sun? Where's the horizon? Which horizon?
Give me a second. Let me grab the tokens.
Where's the fucking horizon from here? And is there any...
How long since the fight?
It has been, I believe I said a little over 2 hours.
Okay, Mage Armor's still running. Although the Mage Armor on Desaad wouldn't be running because it came from a wand. The Mage Armor on Cog would be running because it came from Agony.
Alright, some shadows appear to be rising up from the shrub. I think there's teeth here!
There's lots of teeth! I'm teeth things!
Initiative.
Yeah, fucking deed. Shadows are just bad at any level, if they are shadowy things.
I'll let you know when I created the bullshit.
Oh, is this still Mark's bullshit? I love how he pawned it off on you. Is there just one pip for the enemies this fight?
Yes, and they have a +2.
I'm going to call them shadow things, because I don't think any of us know. Yeah, Dee Dee's screaming from the air. She's just horrified at the shadowy things. She might be reacting a little bit more frightened than you'd expect. She really doesn't like shadowy dark things for some reason. Can Dee Dee be shaken?
You don't even have to spend a DM point.
Okay.
Congratulations, you're shaken. And it's story.
Dee Dee's freaking out for some reason.
Oh, look, there's shadows! Hey, there's shadowy guys!
Agony, how do we fight them? That's what he says. He's gonna delay until he has instructions. Agony's got only knowledge arcana. Guys came out of the ground. Everyone's freaking out. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Yeah, he's just gonna delay until somebody tells him what to do. Dugganschmirf's not here. Whoops. I don't know why he didn't come on this adventure.
He's being held as ransom or hostage. They're going to break his wings if we don't come back.
Right. Sonny?
Sonny is going to... he's going to have a think. He's going to roll a knowledge religion. Those are shadows. They are a form of self-replicating undead that drain strength with the touch. They are technically incorporeal.
How do I fight them? Is what Agony yells at Sonny.
You'd need to use magic. He kind of looks at Slake a little bit. Unenchanted arms will do nothing. And neither does armor. He kind of pings off the full blade. This won't do anything either. This is a problem.
Okay, Agony will undo his delay, but he's slower than Dingle, so Dingle actually goes before Agony.
Magic. Dingleberry is going to, as a full round action, apply a an oil of magic weapon to his bow.
What are you doing? Says Agony.
My bow's not magic! My bow's magic now!
Agony carries 3 of these things. Okay. He now knows what he needs to do if Slate gets across this stupid. Yeah, exactly.
Slate, get here! We can make use magic!
Okay, applying an oil is 2 actions, I believe.
Yep. And then he will
give it a good rub into your bow. We'd never do that action on stream again. Milking a cow. I was milking a cow.
Alright, what's the new stream name gonna be? New channel, guys.
He's going to use his last action to arcane strike, which would make it magical anyway, but
add some damage.
Just add some damage if he gets any attacks off. Actually, you know what? He oiled. He's just going to fire. What am I doing? Just shoot this. He's going to shoot them. 1d20 plus 10, 2 times. Alright. So, the doe has a... He hits on both because it's flat-footed. So, Dingleberry does 2d8 plus, or 1d8 plus 3 plus 1, 1d8 plus 3 plus 1. He does a total of 18, which becomes, the 10 becomes 5 and 8 becomes 4, so 9 damage.
Which one?
Shadow one, which I just did 9 there. Haha! Yeah, it works!
Okay. Agony doesn't like the sound of strength draining things.
Oh no, it's bad!
Which one got tagged? No.
Shadow one.
Okay. Agony, on his turn, is going to cast Magic Missile at the one that just got hit.
Okay.
He's 4th level, so that's 2 missiles, 2d4 plus 2. However, he has the Sorcerer Mutation Blood Havoc, which adds a point of damage per die rolled.
Cool. 2d4 plus 4.
Only... Oh, wait a second. This benefit only applies to damaging spells to schools you've selected with the spell focus feat. Damn it. Did I take spell focus evocation? No, not yet. Never mind. I will still cast it, though.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to make a note in the progression. Take spell focus evocation. 6 force damage.
Okay. So, 15. That one looks somewhat tattered.
Full defense. Not full defense. Defensively. He's doing
Defensively.
this. Defensively at the beginning of the round. Cast Magic Missile. I still have 1 action left. It is taking out the Magic Lucerne Hammer. Swinging it around and pointing it towards the foes.
Yes. Being all intimidating.
Shadow things.
Shadow things. They are going to come to say hello. The shadow things have a move speed of...
This is bad.
Alright. This one is going to circle.
Okay, so much for... Can they cross the running water?
Yeah, seriously.
Circle.
Oh, the freaking movement. Oh, the freaking movement.
Wait a sec. I think that one can it? Oh, it can't. Oh, it can't. Oh, I can't. Can't quite do it.
So give up now.
This one's going to move.
They're circling like carrion crows now.
This one is going to move forward and then I'm going to just go state. Or sorry, I'm going to give it the halo. I'm just going to use this fuchsia halo. It has ducked under the ground. Didn't like being focused. All right. Next, sorry, I have the initiative sheet going. It is Amadeus.
I don't think Amadeus carries a magical weapon. Nope.
Does he carry magical rope? Because that's also funny.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have that yet. Although he has a lot of cash, so we'll have to get him to spend his money next downtime.
Yeah.
He's got no magic. I think Agony is telling him what pocket he's got oils of magic weapon in.
Okay.
And Amadeus will reach into Agony's pocket. Yes, that one. And then apply the oil to he was carrying. I'm not sure if he could apply it to his fists.
Is he I don't know. Actually,
He is a monk.
Okay, so then he should be able to apply to his actual attack.
He's going to apply
Make
to his.
one actual
He's
attack
going. He's going to. He's going to apply to his great club instead.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
He's going to oil his club.
Yep.
Desaad.
Does he have an action left afterwards?
He had to grab the thing, apply the oil.
Okay.
He had to draw it from your bag.
The sod is. Oh boy. He's gonna pull out the scimitar in one hand and a whip in the other.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, you bastards!
Marty's got you the stats for the whip.
I did not give him the stats of the whip.
It's here.
Oh, are they there? Okay, maybe I did then.
Plus 1 whip, 1d3 plus 1, 2 times per day, free entangle vines. Oh.
Yep. Okay. All right. Desaad ready to his weapons. Dewdrop. Shaken.
Dee Dee is gonna just blast out the most panicked Bard song you've ever heard. Just sort of. And she's still technically his Bard song, but and she's gonna fly into the midst of the party.
Oh.
Probably about 10 feet above their heads. Cog.
Am I in the water?
You're in the water. You're standing in the water. It's balance checks to stay where you are. Balance or climb or balance or swim or acrobatics.
Just the acrobatics to get the hell out of the water.
DC 10.
And over here, acrobatics. I think I already beat it. Just by default. Yeah, but plus 12.
Okay, so you can get out of the water. It's a move action to get yourself out of the water.
Yep, so it's a move, and I'm ready a flurry on anything that comes within 10 feet, because I'm using my... Wait, hold on. Oh, it's not... I have to crank it back for 10 feet. Crap.
Yeah, you move, you crank it, and you've got a flurry.
Oh, readying is free.
Readying is the number
Readying
of
is no
actions.
actions. Readying is
The number of actions you have left.
Okay, so
Yeah.
what's his name? Desaad is readying a freaking whip. Whoever gets close to him.
Okay.
And Cog is readying flurry on anything that comes within 10 feet.
All right. Slake is drawing a masterwork javelin and is going to 5-foot step, huck it at the shadow.
Oh dear.
I don't know. He hits something like AC 25.
It goes right through center mass and it keeps on coming.
He just snarls and just really angry.
They're beasts that can only be defeated through magics.
Oh, they're so wrong!
You're correct with that. Yes.
he's like
got a magic blade if you want to use it.
scratching at his head. This is not his day.
Desaad yells at him. He's got a magic blade if he wants it. We're not gonna need it. Get over your pride, boy.
If there weren't dangerous things, you'd probably lose some teeth. Sonny.
And all crazy there for
Make your disguise more authentic.
Sonny, first things first, I think Sonny's going to cast a mage armor on himself. Because he doesn't have any strength to lose.
Yeah, what's Sonny's strength? Like 8?
He wishes it was 8. It is 8, sorry. No, it's 7. It's 7.
7, yeah.
It's 7. He wishes, it is useful days.
2 strikes are 1 crit away from death.
And he's going to move in behind him.
Yep.
How much time has passed since our last fight to now?
2 hours.
2 hours. 2 and a bit hours.
Was there enough time for a mutagen to be...
Yes.
We traveled. Okay. We could prep mutagens before going. That's fine.
There was time of us dragging the armor into the car.
Dragging armor off and that sort of thing. Yeah. All right.
Dingle.
Dingle. Dingle. These things are bad. All right. Who? You're 35 feet away. You're.
Will my potions work if I throw it at them?
Is it magical?
The healing ones.
Try it!
Capra, instead of using Arcane Strike, is going to 5-foot step to be in point blank, because that gives a bigger bonus.
Good stuff.
AC 17 is a hit. AC 16 is a hit. AC 13 is a miss. 2d8 plus 6 plus 2 for magic, plus 2 for bard song, plus 2 for point blank shot. 26 damage. They're both are even, so that's fine. So it becomes 13 damage. Does significant damage to the shadow to the south.
Agony. Agony is going to magic missile the shadow to the south.
Okay.
For 7 force damage.
Okay. That severely damages the shadow. It is tattered. You have an action left.
He is going to ready a strike with the Lucerne Hammer at anything that
That's
approaches.
so broken. Oh my god. Okay, that's awesome.
He also has AOOs, so...
And he's not defensive this turn?
He will be defensive this turn.
Okay. Alright. After Agony, it is the Shadow Things.
Balls.
Alright.
I know, I feel you, Ahmed. This is...
We've got... So, I want to do rolls for each of them. So, Shadow 1 is going to attack Agony, Amadeus, or Capra. And it goes Agony, Amadeus, Capra. Capra. Shadow 2 is going to attack Amadeus, Capra, or Cog. Cog. Shadow 3 is going to attack Capra, Cog, or Kev. Kev. Shadow, the OG Shadow, is going to attack Agony, Dude Drop, can't see, so it's Agony, Slake, Sunny. So it's Agony, Sunny, Slake. Same pattern. Sunny. Alright.
Yeah, both of my guys are getting hammered too.
both Adam's characters do. Woo!
Alright. So
what are their movements like, I think?
This one goes here.
Yep.
This one goes here. This one goes here. This one goes there.
Did it occur AOO from Agony?
50-50. I'll roll a d2. On a 1 at AO. Yep.
Okay, so it gets an AOO and a ready to attack.
Okay.
Cog had a flurry ready.
Okay.
So how does that work? Because flurry is a single action,
Yeah.
right?
You flurry.
Do I flurry as an AOO?
No, you can't flurry as an AO.
Okay, the Lucerne Hammer gets waved around towards this thing, hitting AC 27 and AC 26.
You hit, even whether or not you include your defensive penalty in there.
Oh, no, I didn't. -4, right?
Yeah, you still hit.
Okay. AC, or 20 damage, so it becomes 10.
10.
And 10 damage becomes 5
So 15 damage.
on the OG Shadow.
You tatter the shadow.
Oh,
This one did not provoke an AO coming in.
okay. It kind of came
Call-
through the ground and up.
No, it came across, but it didn't hit this square.
Okay,
So that was the first square that Agony would have had access to.
got it.
It just came right up. It came right up and out. Okay.
Cogs, and then
Hold on.
Cogs ready.
Cog has an AOO and a readied flurry.
You've got reach.
Yeah, with the
Okay.
arm.
Do you have combat reflexes?
Mm,
I don't remember you having that.
I don't think I do.
Okay, then you have one AO.
Yeah, but a flurry for when they come in
Right, so you have an AO and flurry.
and a flurry.
So
Yeah.
you can pick. You have to distribute where the attacks go, but you have to pick
The
them at
first
the
guy
time.
that came in, I don't know who came in first.
The one that came to you who came in first.
Okay, so he gets the AOO. 19.
Hits.
Okay, so D6.
His fists are magical.
Yes. My fists are le magique. The damage is only things. Amulet, Bard Song, 3s. 7 damage.
Okay, so 3 damage.
Balls. Flurry. We'll just
Punch,
go on him.
punch the tattered one.
Yeah. If they're moving at the same time, because I don't know where the other one's going, but if they're moving, at the same time,
You generally know what direction it's coming.
okay. So I'll flurry the tattered one. Try to get rid of it.
Okay.
Plus 10, 22. Plus 10. It's plus 9. It's actually 21.
Still a hit.
Plus 4, 23.
Okay, 2 hits.
Okay, so it's 2d6 plus 6. 17 damage.
Comes
8.
8 damage. It is very wounded.
Oh. Desaad had a readied whip.
Okay.
Well, he has an AO and a whip.
Does he have the whip feats that give him AOs with the whip?
No.
Okay, so you could whip one.
Can I either use the whip or the?
You can take your ready to action, whichever one you wanted to, whichever weapon you wanted to use. The ready
Well,
action.
I have an AO and I had a readied attack.
You don't get an
you
AOO with
don't.
the whip. You need feats to threaten.
Okay, so I just get an attack
it's a
with the
feat
sword
tree.
then.
Yep.
Okay, let's get an attack with the sword. So
The neat idea, though.
Yeah.
that's what I had it out, but it's useless. Useless.
Hit them from range.
Plus 10.
Stay away from them while someone else gets their strength leached.
Tasty strike.
8, 9, 10, 11.
Shadow leeches. You go for a swim and they're all over you.
22. Okay, the plus 2 scimitar.
I actually like that idea. I'm writing that down.
How much does this scimitar do exactly?
Shadow leech swarm.
That sounds terrible.
I don't have.
That sounds like a legend thing.
Yeah, okay, I
They're
don't know
all
how much
over me! Ah, you fall over and you turn into a shadow.
20.
That's where Ukert takes the Swarmbane amulet, and puts that shit on, and just throws a hammer through, and the whole thing gets rolled up into it and just pops.
Nice.
All right, how much damage are you?
I'm getting that. It does a D6. Okay. 1d6 plus. My strength. Alright, strength is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 13 damage.
Okay, you
So six.
discorporate the shadow.
Hey, you bastard! You're not getting my alcohol!
Not getting my alcohol? That's what he's worried about. All right. On Sunny, AC 14 is a miss.
Ooh.
On Capra, AC 7 is a miss. On Cog,
20.
critical
I
threat.
knew it!
Oh, no! Oh, no!
Hold on. I'll roll my D100.
No, you gotta confirm the crit.
Confirm the crit.
Confirm the crit.
AC 15.
No, actually, not on Cog. Hold on. My touch AC with Cog.
You're a wisdom. You're a wisdom dex monk. If you don't have a touch AC over 15, you're fired.
Yeah, it's 20.
uh,
It's 20, so they miss.
2 strength damage.
Right on. 2 strength damage. On the way.
That was scary.
Fucking bad.
All right. And
-2 strength.
they're not like wraiths. They don't heal from draining strength. Oh, that's okay though. All right. They all had to double move to get to their foes. So they. Oh, actually, this one did not. So this one is going to attempt to move into the ground. And
Who?
the one in front of Sunny. He was close enough that he did not double move, so he is going to swoof into the ground.
So he stopped. Yeah, exactly. So it's a different action.
It is a second
so,
move.
So Agony's hammer is following him into the ground, and we'll see who's quicker. It'll be close. Give me a second.
They're not terribly smart, Shadows.
Agony's attack is +9 -4, so +5 AC 13.
No, that misses.
Okay. Thunk! Hits the embankment.
Alright, and this one's halo is gone. It is visible. Alright, those are the Shadows attacks.
Amadeus with his club. Ahmed, you want to just give me a d20 roll? He's actually going to use his movement to get around.
Balls. Let's not.
I don't know if Capra has a natural
Not yet.
attack.
Eventually, he's going to either craft something onto him that gives him a natural attack.
Okay.
Or just take it from an arm
Amadeus pulled a stupid. He assumed a Capra's horns were just for show, and wandered around.
Small horn.
You rolled a 3. I keep on adding a new page for some reason. Amadeus. Great Club attack is +11, +12 with Bard Song. I rolled a 3, so AC 15.
AC 15. AC 15 is, I believe that hits. That is exactly their AC.
Okay, with Magic Weapon and Bard Song. The Great Club does 13 damage, so 6.
6. He is wounded.
And then he'll take a second attack. +12 becomes +7. And at 20, he swings right through it. Swing, bada bada, swing. This time for 17 damage for half is 8.
Ooh, it is.
Yeah, he puts his
holding
whole
on by a
torso
thread.
into it and just like, oh! Baseball.
The whole thing wraps around the club. That's just tatters remaining. All right.
Desaad.
The sod's gonna move around and try to come here, you bastards. He's gonna. Have we used any of the vine stings yet or not?
Nope. You did not try to go vine a giant.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I had to ask because. Okay.
So Dee Dee's up in the air above this guy.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I don't think it's gonna work. So he's just gonna. Is there a way to get in the flank, or that's gonna be in the water, right?
You can go in the water if you'd like. It'll be a balance or an acrobatics or swim check.
He's gonna go like that. Get in there, cog.
You get in the water.
You bastard. Alright, and then he's gonna attack with the scimitar again. That would be.
Oh, this is our +2 scimitar, isn't it? The thing that
Yeah.
does. Okay.
Does good stuff.
The green glowing Drindle Fang. +2 scimitar. Sheds green light and +2 DC to applied poisons.
For fuck's sakes. Alright, would have hit.
Nope.
And then +6.
The curse of Desaad. Wither is very short.
He's like, get in there, and he's also sinking into the embankment. Dewdrop
Seriously.
is going to linger bird song, move invisibly into the center, a little bit up, and she's going to channel positive energy to do damage.
Okay. Their save versus this is +6.
She does 4 positive damage, and the DC 16.
Okay, they both make their saves.
Oh,
so
there's
they take
3 of them.
half.
The one in the
that's-
ground doesn't get it? Okay.
The one that's well, there is water there, and it would work through the water. So we'll say there's a 50-50 chance it works. On
Okay.
a 1, it works. It works.
Yeah.
They all make their save.
Take your 2 damage!
Well, this one gets destroyed.
Oh, nice.
5 damage.
Dee Dee does turn invisible.
17 damage. Okay, and this one apparently, like the little bit of its shoulder is sticking out through the rocks at the bottom of the
I
pipe.
see you!
Ooh.
Cog.
So can Cog step in that water?
Yes, DC 10.
Okay, he athletics. He has a +12.
You're moving into difficult terrain where you have to make a check. You have to make an acrobatics check if you want to not provoke an arrow. It doesn't count as a 5th step.
18.
Yep. CMD
Good.
is 17.
Whew. All right, let's do this. So Cog is going to tax the man. 9, 10.
You know what? I'm going to keep the old house rule. Where the channel positive energy bypasses the half damage for incorporeal. I like that house rule. I'm keeping it. So when you're the DM, you can choose whether or not you want to accept that. So it's 4 damage from the channel positive energy.
They still made their saves, though. That's why.
Oh, they made your saves. Ah,
Yeah,
crap.
yeah.
Sorry. In my head, I thought I took quarter damage, but no.
Yeah.
I did not do that. I was like, in chat, I saw taking quarter damage is really mean. It's like, I didn't think I did that. Okay. AC 20 hits.
6. Yep.
Are those all attacks?
Yeah, there's a flurry and then a third attack.
Okay, so the 8 misses.
Yep. So 8 damage.
Including the strength penalty.
Does a 19 hit?
You don't have weapon finesse?
He's got weapon finesse. It's just
Oh, I do. Yeah,
damage
yeah.
on the.
Your damage should be
Damage is
less.
going to go down by 2. So 16 becomes 14 becomes 7 damage.
7. Okay. All right, you slash at the shadow.
It's still here.
Slake.
Slake is gonna 5-foot step and attempt to punch the shadow.
Okay.
He rolls a nat 20. He like just clobbers the shadow.
Punches into the lake. Through the soap.
Yep.
His hand is covered in mud. It disrupts the ground. This is why we should give you magic arms, Slake.
He's
By
gonna
arms, I
spend.
mean
He's gonna
weapons.
spend.
Or we could make your arms magic.
He's gonna spend his last action kind of clawing at the earth to expose more of it.
Okay. You will be aiding any of the checks to see if the attacks hit the creature.
Okay, he doesn't like crit fumble the ground or anything like that.
Okay.
Sunny.
Sunny. Sunny, from his current location, is going to fire a disrupt undead at that guy, and then he's going to very quietly reposition.
Is this thing in the ground or not?
It's
in the ground. Okay. So,
It's in the ground. Just his shoulder was exposed.
Okay.
That's why I said you smashed your hand into the lake.
So
or
Sunny's
into the
Sunny's not getting an AOO, is what we're saying.
river. No.
Okay.
No. I think Sunny just fired a. Sunny's firing positive energy beams just through the battle. I think he just bapped Kev with a positive energy beam that does no damage.
What the hell?
Unless he's not dead. And then he wants to.
We've confirmed that Kev is not undead.
We've confirmed he's not
For
dead.
science. All right.
And then he's going to move behind. He's going to move behind Slake. He's tiptoeing through the.
Slake absolutely hates this encounter. Dingle.
Hey, you! We're going to arcane strike. We're going to just pound arrows into that shadow because it's visible. 1d20 plus 12 hits, misses. Doing 2d8 plus 6 plus 2 for Bard Song, 2 for Magic, 2 for Arcane Strike, and 2 for Point Blank. Doing 25 damage, which becomes 12 damage. 24 damage, the thing is in tatters.
All right.
All right.
Agony's going to delay all 3 of his attacks on this shadow.
Okay.
Oh, he's going to ready all 3 of his attacks on the shadow. His combat reflexes have recharged.
Okay.
He will not be defensive. He doesn't think the shadow's coming after him.
All right. Shadow.
Yep.
The OG Shadow.
Yep.
Is going to step up.
No AOO.
No AOO, because
Okay.
it's just that first chunk of move.
He's getting looser and hammer from across the embankment.
Okay.
Let's just roll the 3d20s.
You're going to want to put it down.
Okay, the first attack is +9, so AC 24. The
Hits.
second attack is at +4.
Hits.
19
Um,
-1.
and then the last one's at -1, so AC 15.
Hits.
Okay.
Shadows have AC of 15.
Oh, nice.
3 at 1d12 plus 8 plus 9 for Bard Song. 19 becomes 9, 19 becomes 9, and 16 becomes 8. So 26 damage total after having.
Almost enough to destroy one on his own.
Wham! Right into the embankment, the thing scatters.
Oh. Don't worry, Slake. You've got this.
He,
You need magic.
he just
Like,
he gives Agony just this head nod, like
It came up and it was going to grab Slake.
Yep.
It was going to grab Slake repeatedly.
yep.
All right. So Shadow 2. He's going to touch Cog, or he's going to touch Camp.
Oh!
We're going to do a 1d2 because it's going to three touch one of the guys.
I'm hoping Cog, just because
Cog
healing.
can actually not get
Yeah.
Cog.
Alright.
Touch AC 22.
Yes, a touch.
Okay, that part I wasn't hoping for.
Touch AC 1. Touch AC 2.
Oh, fucking shadows in the triple action system. Oh god. Oh god. That's why you said you need to put it down.
Yes.
So greedy. Give me all your strength. Oh, that is so dangerous.
6 strength damage to Cog.
Cog has 2 left.
It's good those other ones missed, isn't it?
I've got to get out of here.
Oh no! We're gonna have a shadow elf!
I wonder if that works. If his soul would...
Amadeus is going to jump across and then move around.
Right, the DC is 10.
I think I can get there.
I think he automakes
before-
it.
Yeah. And he's like hopping around. He's like, raising his club up high with his weird hunchback. He looks very Neanderthal. And he clubs the thing for 1d10 plus 11 divided by 2 for 6 damage.
Okay. 6 is enough, just enough to discorporate the shadow.
Cog's having a hard time in the water.
Yeah, your swim check probably is pretty bad right now. You don't want to...
What is wrong? What is wrong with this wilderness? Says Agony.
It must be the taint.
Dee Dee's on the embankment crying.
Cog,
It would
sit
would
down.
appear we should find the source of this taint.
I'm sorry, it's all my fault.
It's not your fault.
Sometimes when I'm drawing, I draw shadow things. And
Uh-huh.
and then I drew shadow things before we left, and then we fought shadows. It almost killed Cog.
You bitch.
Did you draw giant monsters in the trees?
No.
Well, then there's and there's something about there's correlating and causating. The correlation doesn't cause the causalization.
He's saying causation, correlation. I know that group.
This
man.
is a freshwater stream. There shouldn't be any coral here.
She is correct. There should be no coral here.
I'm sorry. I should have drew more, Cog. I should have drew more. I need to get the darkness out.
She's like fucking sobbing.
Somebody's reaching out with his staff and like tapping on the. There.
Over across the water.
How about we find the source of the taint, and then we'll see if the taint says, "I only summoned this because Dee Dee wrote it down," or if we find out that Dee Dee just writes down warnings, and we should be looking at your artwork so that we know what we should be worried about.
Okay.
Like an oracle or a seer.
I don't know if I have the spells to heal you, Cog. That looks pretty bad.
Hi. I mean, sorry. I should be able to heal myself.
She's
One
gonna
movement.
she's gonna attempt to lay on hands, even though it's kind of wasteful. Just to brute force understand it's not that kind of damage.
Cog's gonna drink two. Where the hell are you? Oh, yeah, there we go. I have a lesser restoration. I'm gonna drink one, then I'm gonna take a minute to make a second one, and I'm gonna drink that too.
There's been this dangling thread in Dewdrop's background that I'm going to share with the stream.
Please, because they're trying to add to this.
Here was the background. Sometimes, however, Dewdrop will enter. Finish that sentence.
Enter the dojo. Enter the gungeon. So, I think the stream's DM point here is saying that one of her recent trance-like states, she drew a broad-hatted mechanical man being surrounded by shadow. So she, whether or not it was an oracle type behavior, coincidence, what have you, don't know, but there is a painting with a mechanical man with a broad hat being surrounded by shadows.
Kenny, you'll see a lot of horror movies where the child is drawing something creepy. For the first 40 to 50 minutes of the movie, the adults won't believe the child, much to the regret. Exactly. That's what I was going for, Kenny. You nailed it. You did it. Oh, Dee Dee doesn't bring all of her drawings with her because it would be like she needs her own cart. She's like apologizing to Cog.
I did. Now, does this get? I don't remember what kind of drain it is, but does my
Did you just roll
lesser...
2d4 with your lesser restorations?
Yeah.
Yeah. I am starting to feel a little better.
Now, your thing that makes you only get half.
I don't know.
How is that written? How is that worded exactly?
Let me have a look here. Half normal hit points for magical healing.
But this,
It does specifically hit points?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So then, yeah, you're top up.
this works fine. Now, drinks the second one. I'm feeling much better.
All right.
Alchemy!
Now the true danger lies ahead. Can someone help me with this stream?
Where did those things come from? I know the ground, but did somebody make them? Or did the darkness crawl into this world?
They are self-generating. A powerful mage could have produced one through sheer force of will, or they could have been summoned from the plane of shadows.
Here.
Oh.
Agony's giving... He's got 2 oils of magic weapon. He's giving one to Amadeus. He gives one to Slake. And Slake is like, I don't want that. Put it in your pocket, Slake. If we encountered these things before and you're the only... And if you're the only one that can save us, don't let your pride get in the way of our lives.
Kill us with your pride is what he's trying to say.
Exactly.
Here, Amadeus, take this. He's giving him a +1 longsword.
This oil will not make your axe magic permanently. It's only temporary.
The Kuiper hops to the side of the river. It's lonely over there. It's scary on that side.
Yeah, that's where the things came from.
I hate this. I hate magic!
I like magic.
Slake stomps around for a while. He does not take the magic weapon. He will take the magic oil. He will use it as a last resort.
Amadeus has a +1 longsword now.
You threw a magic weapon on him from
Desaad.
Yeah, let me see if Amadeus has weapon proficiencies with that.
He's weird.
Simple monk and martial
Doesn't
weapons.
matter.
Yeah, it's from Brawler. I think he got all the.
You just
Fighter lore warden. Yeah, you could use it.
stick the pointy end into the other guy.
Oh, okay, I know how to use a sword, says Amadeus with his big lips.
All right, so
Which means the second potion goes back onto Slake.
yep.
That guy's got a lot of magic. He walks away.
Here he's shower side, zombie side, shower side, zombie side, shower side, zombie side, shower side, zombie side.
Yeah, I think we're crossing the river, if that's all right.
Sonny needs help. Sonny can't take 10 on this because he could fail by 5. So,
You get an aid from Cog.
so
and,
he could get swept away and
Okay, Slake will toss Sunny onto the other side into the waiting grasp of some of the others.
So does this lake has what's his his jump or swim? Like what's his best of the jump swim?
His swim is +12 before armor. His jump is +15 before armor.
Okay, and then his armor, assuming he doesn't hold tower shield out, because that would be dumb.
His armor's -5, so it's +10 jump.
Oh, he's fine. Yeah,
So he picks up Sunny and jumps across, and then puts
Doesn't
the
he
old
weigh
man down.
500 pounds and he can just walk across?
It doesn't. D&D doesn't always work the way it's supposed to. You can't think too hard on it. If you think too hard, you don't have fun.
Walk across the bottom.
Yeah, or sink into the river and just go, fuck.
You up your knees in the mud.
Yeah,
Alright, so-
Dee Dee's invisible again, and she's scouting.
All right, this way. Okay, it's like, oh, they came from this way. See, you can see the big footprints. Oh, and that's where the little ones were. We must be heading in the right direction. All right. So remember at the beginning of the stream where I said I'm spending a DM point preemptively? This is when the DM point now gets spent. Like that. That evaporates into the ether. We're going off script now.
Oh, you kind of knew we would follow the tracks. Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
You gotta find the treasure somehow. Monsters that don't have treasure came from treasure. All right, so let's roll a perception for a pound perk. So the sun is setting. It has been another 3 hours, so you're about 5 hours back from the wagon down this trail.
Okay, Agony's not maintaining mage armor because he's used quite a few of his spells.
Cog, Capra, and Desaad. Desaad hears it first.
Whoa. You guys hear that?
Dee Dee's gonna go listen and then flutter off in the direction to go scout.
And there's this cracking of stone in the.
I'll go have a look.
All right. There is a. I'm just going to grab the tokens and move them to a new map.
Nope, no 4 shadowy horsemen coming for Cog today.
Yeah, if you have time. Tool. All right, and then you can move around however you wish with the map. All right. The cracking is loud as you get closer to it, Dee Dee.
Give me a second. I should have moved the tokens, not you.
Thanks, Adam.
I know. I'm trying to do this.
Support. Thank you, child.
What's going nuts?
I can't hear him. I don't know what he's saying.
Tainted Cave?
Tainted Cave.
Why are you caching?
We precast before the stream.
Somebody say cash.
No, something got added.
Yes. Sorry. I had a thing that was a question mark doodle that hand sketch, and then I found a picture while we were loading it. My it does. It prevents you from actually accessing the rest of the map, right? It doesn't just sit there as one.
Yeah, it's just saying loaded Tainted Cave 13 or 14 loaded. So there was a token that got added.
I can delete the token that was added if you think that'll speed up, and then I could dump it into OneNote, and then you can just look at it there. It's just a thing for
No,
it's a visual reference.
I will just exit map tool altogether and reload. There we go. Turner Cave. Whoa.
Alright, did it load in?
Yep.
Okay. You can hear the sounds of echoey stone cracking from within the cave. The sound is obviously coming out. It is when you get within a short distance of the cave mouth, it is obvious.
Okay, Dee Dee's gonna sneak to the entrance of the cave.
Okay. Here, I
Don't die.
will go to the cave. I just got a little map right here where we can.
Oh no. It
We can-
leads into the Underdark.
Underdark would be bad, wouldn't it?
She's gonna
So the cave mouth. Come on. Cave mouth is right here.
Oh, okay. I just saw a big yellow
Yeah.
blob and I didn't quite understand.
Got it.
So this
Okay.
is being the mouth of the cave.
Oh, this is the outside, and that's inside the cave. Okay, so yeah, she's sneaking up to this side, and she's gonna peek in, and she's got low light vision as her sense.
Okay, the sun is setting. You can see shadowiness down. You can see the cave does have a bend to the right. There's some scrapes on the edge of the cave, and there's some paintings. Give me a knowledge religion.
Dee Dee's got 1,001 gods she follows. Her religion roll is a 13.
+2 bonus. Yeah, 1,001 gods. Paintings of subsets of the 1,001 gods. These would be the more unseelie of the gods.
Oh, it's an unseelie Underdark cave.
She will pray to half a dozen unseelie that she could think of. Some of their number include... Let's see. The Winter Fae, which is a faction of the Court of Stars, whose existence is a danger to mortals. She gives a quick praise to the Carrion King, the god of Myconid's memories and multiple personalities, and
Like him already.
which makes her think of the Blighted One, which is God 123, the god of bad fungi, thorns, and tainted blood. and then wonders if people live here, and gives a quick praise to Bakan, the reclusive, the god of xenophobic communities.
Good to know.
So,
I was looking for that list. When I looked on the OneNote, it's
Yeah.
a bunch of X's. So
no, yes, there will be a script, and the script, as it grows, we could roll randomly for these
Perfect.
gods. Yeah.
So other things that you notice is there's piles of rockish rubble on the outside of this cave, and there is some like the vegetation in front of the cave has definitely been mucked up through
Okay.
traffic of heavy footsteps.
Dee Dee's going to check for traps.
How far away are we from the cave?
You guys are like 400 meters at this point, a long way. You're hearing this ringing, cracking on the distance. If you've ever,
not
Is it
sensing any traps, she's going to sneak in to have a peek.
Just wondering, is it a large cave, a medium cave, a huge cave? Can't tell from where we are, right?
The entrance to the cave is a little bit over. We'll say it's a little over 10 feet across, and it's about 15 feet high.
Yeah, it's 15 by 15. Okay, she's peeking around this corner. I don't know if she sees anything with her low light.
Okay, in the back of the cave, there is a glowing light source, so you can see.
Okay, she's got a 47 with her invisibility stealth.
Oh yeah.
One of the giants.
So there's a giant, and his sword is not broken.
Yep.
He's got a pickaxe in his hand, a huge pickaxe, and it looks like he's mining out this cave. Give me a perception check.
24.
You see,
What are these?
you see these damaged, what looks like caskets or tombs for very large creatures.
Do they look like they've been opened?
Yeah, they look like they've been opened. This one here has had its end smashed. It looks like the contents have been taken out. These have been smashed open. They look like they could hold very large creatures within. There's a small pedestal in the middle of the room.
What the?
On it is a statue that has a stack of different fey gods, all of the unsealed tradition.
Is that see no evil, hear no evil, and speak no evil?
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna add that one to the list.
Should have another one, the opposite. Speak all evil, see all evil, and hear all evil.
With your perception check, you do see that there are several casks and some bits of food remnants, a jug of wine.
Where is that?
Seems to be sort of on the north side of the
Like
cave.
like a campsite for a person?
Like a campsite for a very small person.
Can I
What,
make?
Demi?
What isn't very small is the crate full of some sort of gemstone.
How small are we talking? She's not a tracker, but she has knowledge nature. I don't know if
You could use all the utensils and things, but they'd be a little bit small for you.
oh, like a atomie size kind of thing. Diminutive or tiny? Because she's small. Deegan's
If
diminutive.
it was diminutive, it'd be way too tiny. Like diminutive
okay.
is it's
Dugan.
either tiny or smaller than you.
Okay. Oh, that screams a fae. And it's like somebody who eats and drinks. has
Somebody
got...
who eats and drinks. Yep, there's somebody who eats and drinks, and they eat and drink with small stuff.
Okay. Does the undead thing notice her there?
Your stealth is like 40?
47.
No.
Okay. She's gonna flood her to here and just have a closer look at the campsite.
Okay. Reroll your perception check.
1d20 plus 8. 22, 23 versus traps.
Okay. All right. This. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. It doesn't seem to notice you. This region feels ill at ease. It feels twisted.
Like we found some unholy taint ground. We found some unholy,
It's particularly
yeah.
difficult as it is of your own god, but it is like the antithesis of your god. So it feels homey yet ill at ease all simultaneously.
All right, and she doesn't see whoever is camping here.
No.
Does it look like the person who was camping here got eaten by zombies? Like, are there any blood trails or like anything
Wing in the
smushed or
corner.
yeah?
Survival or wisdom check?
Just perception, I guess. Wisdom check.
Or like an untrained survival roll.
Nat 20.
What's your wisdom?
13.
13? Cool. No. In fact, the campsite...
Signs of recent meal or like...
There's signs of recent meal. Additionally, it looks like you can actually see kind of where the movements have been. They might be in this, like they might have turned this cascade into like a house.
She's like covering her mouth to keep from making ew noises. She's gonna sneak down to take a peek into the house thing.
Okay.
I'll roll another stealth. 42.
Okay.
Ahmed, I really don't like that Adam's looking things up right now.
Yeah. What are you doing here?
Oh, go back.
Yeah.
So that is a 30. That they can see you within the rules of the game. They do have the potential to potentially see you, maybe. They don't see you now.
Okay, do I see anything inside the little thing?
I will roll a d30. Okay. Can roll a. We're gonna do a straight you versus them perception check, or you versus your perception versus their stealth. You're convinced that is the focus of them. Whether or not you can actually see them is the question. 37 is their stealth.
Yeah, she can't see through that.
Okay, so you think that you found their campsite. You can't see them.
Okay.
They're hiding in there somewhere, maybe, or they've gone away and you've screwed up your. You're not a very good ranger.
Now she does have constant detect good, detect law, detect chaos, and detect evil.
That's interesting.
Is anything glowing one of those auras?
So they're not running all the time. You have to concentrate on them. Do you
No,
have to cast them?
it's constant. If they get dispelled for some reason, then you spend a standard action to put them back up.
So there is. So you focus on which one?
I think you would end up focusing. I think she's going to focus on evil. Like she
Okay.
probably spends 3 rounds basically looking.
Okay. There is this room has an evil aura.
Interesting. What power?
Give me a second.
Yeah.
detect evil.
So round 1 of concentrating would be presence of evil. Round 2 would be number of evil auras, creatures, objects, or spells. And then round 3, the power and location of
Where
each.
are you pointing the cone?
The cone is pointed into this thing and then diagonally through the statue through the undead.
Okay.
Sorry, Ahmed.
You are of good alignment?
Dee Dee is good, yep.
Okay. So it is. So you sense a strong evil aura.
Oh shit.
Sorry, you sense an overwhelming evil aura, and you are stunned. Make a stealth check. That doesn't include your bonus from being invisible.
Okay. 30.
I was 9, 16, 16. Okay, that
Carry the 20.
carry the 20. No, the
Shit.
one of the beings doesn't see you.
Okay, she kind of looked.
The large undead is like it's swinging. It turns. You're stunned. It's sort of looking in your general direction. You're unstunned. It goes back to bashing away at the wall.
Okay, she's gonna just keep frozen and then concentrate with the cone into the campsite to see if she can, like, see something. She's also gonna back away a little bit.
Now, I think that that ended your spell, so you'd have to recast your
Yeah.
detect evil.
She's gonna She doesn't cast the detect evil, she concentrates. It's constant. It's not at will.
What happens when it gets dispelled?
It just start reconcentrating again.
Okay, so there's no casting action to bring it back up?
No. It's constant, not at will. If somebody dispelled it, it would go away. But she just starts reconcentrating.
No. I believe this counts as the spell ends when you get stunned. Like, the wording says the spell ends. The spell's gone.
Okay. So she's got she's got this constant sight, so she'll concentrate. There's no action to get this thing going again, basically.
We'll check let's just quickly check. It's been a long time since we've been using outsider. That's good. So it'd be like an outsider with constant detect evil or whatever, constant true sight. Balor would have it. Give me a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Because I thought you had to cast. Doesn't really matter. But... Alright, so it has constant. Okay, so constant spell-like ability. What it's under. Okay. I would have to. I'm not certain. It doesn't like link directly where. Okay, so we'll just say it's an action on your turn to bring it back up.
Okay.
But it's just a mental action.
All right. She'll continue to hide and then concentrate on that little den. she'll exclude the statue and the undead thing because that was bad.
Okay.
That was actually pretty stupid. She has 6 hit dice, by the way, not 4. But I don't know if that.
It was still overwhelming and more than double.
Got it. Okay, scary. Undead scary. Got it. She's gonna concentrate in that little corner.
Okay, there is a strong evil coming from the tent, or from the tent, from the
Little burrow.
the cask turned into a tent. There is and you get the most potent. The most potent one is a strong coming from that general direction. You discern its direction. It's in front of you. It's towards the.
Okay, she's gonna leave stealthily, invisibly. She learned all that she could on her own. She's gonna hustle back to the party to stop them from going any closer to the stupid cave.
All right, you make your way back to the party. The party is a good. Sorry, I used meters before. It's a good 1,000 feet away.
Stop! Get out of the view of the cave. There's one of the giants inside. It's mining coffins, stone coffins where those things came out. There's only 4 coffins visible, but I don't know how deep it needs to mine. And there's a little guy camping in there. I mean, smaller than me, bigger than Duggan. I didn't quite see him, but I could tell he was hiding inside there, and he was an very strong evil presence.
That's not very good.
Very strong probably means something like he's either undead and very strong, or a devil or a demon or something and kind of strong, or it's a caster and it's bad, or if it's none of all these things and it's really, really bad. And the undead, we already know are really bad. Don't look at them with the good eye.
It would be undesirable to look at a giant.
I almost got caught by the big giant. Yeah, he's got a sword and a pick. Don't get picked.
This would be a problem. Was there vegetation inside the cave?
No, but there was some food and stuff. We know the thing's alive, but it's small. It's hiding. It's hiding really good. I couldn't see it, but I can see its aura.
If it's small and it's got food, why don't you try poisoning it and just wait it out? What? I mean, bad idea. Bad. Yeah.
Yeah, no. If this thing seems to be at home with the giant doesn't seem to be attacking it, although the giant almost heard me when I looked at the giant and went, blah!
Interesting.
You shouldn't. Don't let the giant look at you.
No. But the giant's pretty, alert. It almost saw me and I was invisible. Good thing the other thing in there is sleeping.
It's sleeping.
Yeah, but you're not going to have any chance of sneaking into there. The giant's too perceptive.
Then we lure them out.
Yeah, but if it's a caster, or if it's an undead, and it's small, we'd be alerting it.
That sounds like a problem too.
What if we what if we web the cave entrance?
Yeah, we could web and grease, but there's no bushes.
Are there any vegetation in this area?
In that immediate vicinity, it mostly was pounded to uselessness. You're gonna have to draw it further than that distance out to get to the point. It was already shrublands on the way here. The vegetation was getting pretty
so
low.
this is like a rock quarry kind of bullshit.
Yes.
Okay. There weren't any mushrooms or anything like that inside the cave?
Nothing of sufficient use for the spell.
Yeah, we're gonna have to lure it really far out. By then the giant, I don't know, the little guy is probably gonna wake up.
There were a few sections of the tunnel that would have been narrow enough that the giant would need to squeeze. But it's just a few sections.
It would have to squeeze. I don't know.
Like what? Like right here?
Yes, that would be a choke point.
Yeah, inside the cave, maybe about 40 feet. There's sort of a squeezy area for it.
Those things, while entangled in the trees, was still able to almost kill us.
Yeah, we want it to come into the trees. But if it's a caster, I mean, remember we're tracking it because we think that there's somebody who created these things, right?
Yes.
How powerful will you need to be to create these things?
Really, really powerful necromancer. I mean, really powerful. You'd need a lot of onyx, I think, too.
Why don't we just... What if we sneak in there, take his onyx, and then he can't make any more? And then when that thing falls apart, then he's done.
You know how I heal you guys?
Mm-hmm.
If it's a necromancer, he might be able to heal the undead.
Very likely.
So, some of us stay hidden above the... This is Amadeus. Above the cave, and we jump down and get the little guy.
Yeah.
How high is the rock face above the cave entrance?
It'd be about the highest point would be like 30, 35 feet, and then it's like a slopey hill.
Could the giant reach above the cave entrance?
It would be at the edges of his reach. You'd have to be careful.
So if we 5 foot back from the edge, the giant couldn't reach us, kind of thing.
If you 5 foot back from the edge, the giant would have to climb.
Ugh. Yeah, I could get up there.
Yeah, I guess we could make the ledge greasy. Oh.
The thing is very strong, says Agony. It might be able to just clamber up there. Give us a bit of time, but not a lot of time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm almost thinking we should retreat and rest. I know we have some powers left, but...
I think we should rest, because if we rested, we could use spells to hide from the zombie.
I agree with that.
What do you
I've
mean?
used up quite a bit of my drinks.
The zombie is it's a big zombie, but it's mindless. We could hide from it like any other undead.
Oh. How many people can you protect yourself with the hiding zombie thing? We could go running in, rattling our sabers, going, yeah! And it wouldn't attack us?
True, but if you got violent, give me a sec to having a slight memory problem on my machine. Could you look up Hide from Undead for me, please?
Yep.
I believe it's 1 per caster level. The thing is, I don't know if you take a violent action against undead or if you take a violent action in general. It's 1 creature per level. It's a cleric spell.
If the water creature attempts a positive channel energy, turn or command undead, touches an undead creature, or attacks any creature even with a spell, the spell ends for all recipients.
Right. So it's one that we could use to bypass, but you wouldn't be allowed to fight, though. I could protect 3.
Oh.
I mean, if I had to sneak past it, that's what I would do.
Yeah.
I'll BRB in a second, guys. Sorry, I don't have anything that can help other than looking like a zombie.
Are you,
Actually, I don't even know if I can do that.
are you saying we should rest or we should attack now?
Yes, no. Cog said let's rest. Desaad doesn't care.
If you guys don't run the rest, that's fine.
It sticks out a bottle.
If you could get me close enough to the necromancer, I will grab him, says Amadeus.
Necromancers do not like to be grabbed.
No. And I'll tie him up and he will get his justice.
Yeah, he takes a scimitar. Justice. What?
Amadeus just looks at the ground and, like, he's not going to argue with whatever psycho's creating the big bear-eating giants. Yeah, these things are not civilization.
No. Of all the things they are, that is not. That is no.
He's not bloodthirsty, I gather. All right, let us backtrack a few hours and find a good camping spot.
Do we want to go all the way back to Mistra now that we know where we're trying to go, or we want to leave them there?
Will she be all right? All by herself?
Of course she will be.
Then let's find some little nook in the wilderness where that giant will have a hard time wandering.
Yeah. And where it's gonna be that.
We're gonna find a thick stand of pines to go hide in.
Those are super good.
Yep.
Okay, it's about a 50-minute walk away, a couple miles.
Okay.
You make your camp.
We're not lighting a fire tonight. This is
Yeah,
summer. We'll be fine.
We'll be fine.
We'll rough it. We're gonna set a watch.
Okay. All right. What's the watch order?
Cog and Desaad are constantly staying awake.
Yeah, Slake and Cog, you mean?
Slake and Cog, sorry.
Amadeus doesn't have spells. Capra does, so I think it's gonna be these three assholes first. Slake and Cog are awake the entire time. I think it's like this.
Desaad has spells, but they're not combative, so he'll stay awake. And then he'll sleep
1, 2, 3.
later.
With these two guys always awake.
Okay. Okay. The night passes.
Yeah.
Aside from every once in a while you hear a rather particularly large, sort of on the distance. You just think you hear this sound of a rock being crushed under.
Be right back.
Your
Ahmed, I need your help planning this thing. I'm not going to be responsible for the death of the entire party. Yes.
All right. Okay, all right.
It would be not bad to take a quick bio break.
I need you here. We can synchronize the bladders if we want.
Yeah.
Yeah. This. Do you need me right now? I can wait.
No, we're gonna
do whatever you need
synchronize
to.
bladders.
Yep.
Okay.
I will stay and entertain the stream. I'm going to ask them, what should we do? This is tense. This is mean. Look you, Mark. And your way too powerful CR undeads, and what I'm guessing is some sort of horrible undead or caster. If we lure them out, that caster's going to come out full force. Parlay? Hey, Mr. Necromancer, stop creating your undead? Oh, I don't know how well that's going to go. That zombie thing is so scary. Like, our warriors can only spend 2 rounds in melee slugfesting with it, or 1 round if it gets 2 attacks. That's the safety, like, we don't have much room for error. I generally am nervous about leaving things behind. Like, we already killed this thing. If it felt like it wanted vengeance, like, we already killed some of its undead, 2 of them. If it felt like it wanted vengeance, then it could, you know, track us. Yeah, we could leave and then get it on the way back. All right, let's assume we did go all offense. What is the tactic here? I think we have something to do with that hill and grease and web the thing at the entrance of the cave. However, there is no but so buff to the 9's really the only buff that's going to work is mirror image, because we buffed to the 9's last fight and the thing hit us anyways. Like, its 2 hit is just like, there was almost no point. Maybe Cog could. The good thing is that there's only one, and I think we can DPS. I think we can put it down, because we put down that second one really, really well. It's fighting the caster at the same time. I do not think we have ways to see an invisible caster. If this thing is somehow fey and it can turn invisible, I don't think we have glitter dusts. Let me see. Sunny spells. Oh, he has see invisibility and glitter dust. He also has invis. It's too bad Dee Dee's not the type to go sneaking in coup de grace, although she couldn't even see it. So it's hiding somewhere. Like, it hid and went to sleep, and she can't see it. We invis Amadeus. Send Amadeus into the cave. He hides. We make a bunch of racket. The zombie comes out first. The rest of the party deals with the zombie. The whatever it is gets out of its little cave, stands behind the zombie, and while the zombie's stuck or climbing that cliff face, Amadeus basically jumps the caster. Whew. Hey Mark, Amadeus died. What'd you do? We fed him to the cave with the necromancer in it or whatever.
Who are we feeding to the cave?
So my so far we could run away for another day, but we could try to parlay, but I'm like, nah, this thing created undead. We killed 2 of its undead. We'd be like, hey, stop creating your undead, buddy. You know, like this guy's pretty much committed to whatever he's doing. We can't let him get that 4th thing open because we don't want to fight another one. We want to just drill a hole into that thing and like stab the undead until it's, or if it's not undead yet, stab the corpse until it can't get up. So far, I think it's Sunny casts invisibility on Amadeus. Amadeus sneaks into the cave. then we make a bunch of racket. Zombie comes out. We web and